adaptation to a classic sandwich trick. It's my own version of it because I like how visual it is and it happens directly in front of their face and it's super easy. Alright, that's just one part of my routines. I got my list on my phone here. We got 5 categories that I normally do. You don't have to do them, but I'm just going to go over them quick, just in case any of you are interested and want to use these tricks in any of your routines. So to start off, my go-to is transposition. Normally it goes instant sandwich, visual sandwich, then 2-card money is what I normally do. It's like the perfect effect, it's super good and it happens in their hands. 2-card transposition, this one's great. This is the one where you have the spectator pick any card, they sign it, put it in their hands, you take the next card, sign it, put it in your hands, and they switch. Alright? A super classic trick, but it gets huge reactions. Next, I normally do the Brainwave or Invisible Deck. If you've done Magic for a while, you know exactly what this is. I've been more fiddling with Brainwave recently because I like how visual it is with the color changing back. In this performance video I had, or this little montage, you could say, of the sandwich trick, I used this Brainwave deck and happened to use the 9. This is the 9 of hearts, but in that case I used the 9 of spades. I just happened to get that deck and I thought it'd be a huge addition to this because there's visual, like physical transpositions, and then mental transpositions in which they feel they're altering this deck. Next, last thing in the transposition section, I have my own trick that I'm developing right now. I'm not releasing what it is, but it is a transposition to the wallet, and it's highly visual. Next, we got luck. We use the key card for the first one. It's pulse, basically. That's going to be an annotation. Alright. So we got Pulse. Pulse normally uses a spread out deck like so, though it's face up. So the spectator picks any card, we'll say it's 3 of clubs like that. They say when to stop anywhere. They place their card in. At this point I wouldn't know what it is, so I spread out the cards. Hey, double backer. That shouldn't be in there. You go through while holding their wrist, and you happen to find their card without them even revealing it to you. Obviously this is a very simple trick, but it's a great starter to a routine. Get my cards flying everywhere. Alright, card grab from fan. I'm pretty sure I've done this on the channel. If I haven't, I'll have a video coming soon because it's super fast, super visual, and it works with any deck, any card. And then after that, I usually set up oil and water as they're inspecting all the cards, making sure that nothing is wrong with them. You go through and set up oil and water in whichever method you have. It's all out of the world card trick is another name for it, but oil and water is the term I like to use. They, after that, shuffle the deck. To make sure it's completely random, they can look through it. And you set up a trick called pickpocket, in which they take any card they want. It's super simple. They take any card, take it, put it in the middle, or in this case, I lost the stupid card. Alright, Queen of Diamonds, take it, put it in, and as it goes in the box like this, you put it in their pocket, and without even opening the deck, you pull out their card. Super quick, as you can tell, obviously I love super quick, visual, on the spot, works with any deck and tricks. Following that is Brainwave or Invisible Deck. It works with almost any routine, and it's an awesome go-to. It's an awesome go-to if you're not sure which trick to do when you mess up. If you happen to mess up a trick and grab a different card or mess up a double lift, Brainwave or Invisible Deck, make up some excuse. Next, physical stunts. Physical stunts are great at parties. We got the classic arm twist, 360 degrees. David Blaine did this trick. Rubber band tricks, hence the rubber bands on my arm always. Usually, I do the ones where you take any rubber band, take it, you put it on your thumb, they can touch it and everything. And on the count of 3, 1, 2, 3, it goes straight through your thumb. They can also hold the end of your thumb. Highly, highly visual, and also one has it wrapped around your hand, you hit your other hand and it transfers. I like to use the explanation of atoms passing through each other, classic physics theory. Crazy Man's handcuffs, everybody knows those. You take 2 rubber bands, I'm not going to perform it because I suck at it, but you take 2 rubber bands here and you make them basically pass through each other, as so. Oh, I'm not perfect at it, it's something I like to throw in. Then, pen through finger. This is an amazing trick. I just happened to get it from Penguin Magic. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to pick it up. It's super nice. I don't happen to have a pen with me, nor am I good at this trick. But you take, let's take this double backer down here. But you take a card, put your ring finger on it, and essentially they hold a pen and you pass it straight through your finger, and they can inspect everything beforehand and have everything signed. Amazing trick. Once again, I'll leave it in the description. Can smash, scam school, classic trick. If you have any can, you take it, count to 3, and smash it on your finger as hard as you can, and it dents the can. Awesome. It just looks so crazy. And then any levitation kind of thing, like just that classic levitation trick where it appears you're levitating. It's just more of a gag, makes people, well, what the heck. Transfer through hands. This is something super, how do you say it, connecting with the spectator, because they hold out their hands. You grab any cigarette ash or sugar or anything you have on hand, rub it on the back of their hand as their hand is closed, and it transfers through their hand to the other side. It's amazing because it happens with their hands and you don't do anything. Lastly, if I had set up Thread by Wayne Houchin, I'm not good with names. Essentially, you pull a thread out of your eyeball after borrowing it from anybody. Perfect trick. I really suggest getting it. I'll leave that link in the description. Ha. Next, we're on to penetration tricks. But I don't have much in this section. I just use ambitious card routine with different adaptations that I use here, in which that trick that you just saw, or Card to Shoe by Justin Miller, awesome adaptation to it. And for the finale, instead of having the card coming to your mouth, I prefer it to be down lower. You spring the cards on the floor, stomp on them, and have their signed card appear in your shoe. That way it's that much more impossible going through thick shoes. And then we got Card Strength. This one is by Jay Sankey. I'm not sure what the original name is. I'll leave the link in the description for that too, once I find the name. But you take 2 spectators' cards they choose. They can sign both. Fold them over each other. Tear them straight down the middle. You can show both pieces, and then they visually go back together, but only one of them is torn. Amazing trick. And to finish off, I have a section of mind-blowing tricks. The rest of the tricks are amazing, but these are what you usually end a routine with on a super high note. We got the sealed deck transposition. Super old school, but they take any card they want. You bring a sealed deck, and their card disappears from the deck they chose it from. And once they open the sealed new deck, they see that their card is the only odd-colored card in that entire deck in new factory order. And then we have a deck copy trick after that. If you don't feel like doing that, if you don't have the time to set it up, a deck copy is perfect. You take a deck, they take a deck, they cut to any section they want, turn over a card, and replace it. You then turn your back and do the same thing, and you start dealing from both decks. And one by one, you get to their card, and you both flipped over the same card at the exact same position. Awesome. I love ending this because it's super connecting with the audience. Then pen through finger once again with that part. It's usually what I end on a super high note because it's so visual. And finally, Angle Z by Daniel Madison. This is perfect, it's amazing, and I love how convenient it is to set up. Basically, you take a card, the spectator chooses, tear off a corner, make it vanish, and appear somewhere crazy. They can inspect this and the piece they found and find that they match perfectly. These are just some of my routines. If you'd like me to explain any of this, leave something in the comments asking me to explain one of these tricks, and if I'm allowed to without just leaving a link in the description, I'll explain these so that you guys can adapt them to your own routines. I really hope this helped, and if you have any questions at all, message me on my Facebook or in the comments below. I'll have all the links for everything, and if you enjoy videos like these, please support me on Patreon. I have links on my channel, and I'll have them down in the description. Man, you know I hate videos where they constantly say that, but I don't know. Apparently YouTube guidelines make it so that you have to connect with your audience by begging for things. I'm not gonna beg, I'm just asking you guys that if you like this content to just support this so I can help make more videos for you guys, because this is the career path I want to choose. I hope you guys have an amazing day and just go out and perform. There's nothing bad about it. Alright, see you guys later.